Hi guys, I'm Jules and as ever you're watching fashottv. Tonight I'm here at the Electric Theatre for the premiere of Girl Model. It's the story of 13-year-old Nadia and her journey from Siberia out to Tokyo in a bid to reach fame and fortune in the world of modelling. Ashley was a fascinating character throughout. How was she to work? Was she quite forthcoming or was she rather reserved?
Oh, it would be amazing if she was forthcoming. She was both forthcoming and reserved at the same time, I think. Really, the relationship that we had with Ashley was one in which she would want to talk, but then she would not want to talk. And so I think that makes for an interesting documentary character because the audience is trying to figure her out.
How do you feel that she related to the younger girls?
You know, she has all that experience being a former model. And I think that her relationship with the models, she's sort of distant. And she's done that on purpose because I think that in order to be close, you have to really look at what you're doing and how you're implicated.
Particularly these days, what's your area of expertise?
Well, I look at body image, I look at sexualization, I look at self-esteem and objectification. So those are the kind of areas that I'm currently studying.
The girls were painfully young at times. Is that something that... anything can be done about that, or is that just the nature of the industry these days?
Things can always be done about things. You know, I find it fascinating how this idea for social change to happen, it'll never change. And I think you kind of look at, civil rights movements. They've moved, far, far ahead. And I find it fascinating every time we talk about women and equal rights, like, it's been that way too long. And I don't think so. I think what we need is education, what we need is transparency, what we need is honesty. And I think evenings like this and movies like this go some way to contributing to that.
How long have you been a model?
I've been a model for almost 10 years internationally.
Tell us about your experiences in Japan.
I lived there for about 9 months in 2009. It's actually when I met David and Ashley, the directors. And it's, Japan is an interesting market to be in, especially when you're getting old. As you're getting older, it's just the work is getting more and more difficult, quite frankly.
Do you spend those few years and then just go to other markets, or is it somewhere that you would like to stay longer but simply can't?
It's a market that you can actually live, but you could live there and move there, but it's kind of a market that likes always fresh and new faces, which is more like a market that's better to go just for a couple of months as contract.
Obviously it's set out in Japan and Russia, but what's going on for girls in the UK?
Well, it is set in Japan and Russia, but it is actually a global concern because the same girls, they do get sort of taken around all over the world. You find, I myself was in Milan where I couldn't speak the language. I'd never been overseas before and had sort of a similar experience. And it's just a problem with young girls as young as 12 or 13 being sort of pushed around the industry under this sort of Cinderella mirage and chasing this dream where the reality is not like that anymore.
And as a response to that, the Models Union has sprung up, a branch of Equity. Tell us a bit more about yourselves.
Yep, well, Dunja Knezovic and I approached Equity about 4 years ago. We'd both been modelling for a long time and we were just sick of the frustrations that everyone occurs on a day-to-day basis that shouldn't. And we had to prove to them that models required a union, so we kind of dug out some stories and did a petition and all these kinds of things, and then we slowly just grew a following. We've got approaching now 800 members, and I'm very confident in our committee, and we all believe in equity and believe that the fashion industry can change and be a better place for everyone.
So after all that, is the film any good? Well, in a word, yes. It's incisive, heart-wrenching and really well crafted. I think the only sad point is that girls like Nadia seem to be destined to be stuck on the merry-go-round for many years to come. That's all from us this week, so we'll see you soon. And in the meantime, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.